Hey, this is Gregory Valerian. I'm here sharing today behind the scenes of my creative practice in making the Flowline face for 27-26. And what you see here is the process I'm going through in preparation, which essentially are movement and breath aligned exercises that are designed, engineered to bring my body, heart, and mind into a aligned state of active, meditative presence. So they're derived from my lifelong training in the Shaolin system, adopted, evolved, and fine-tuned to my own personal creative process and practice. This is essentially me in my space, one of the areas in which I create in. There are various ones. This one's designed for this specific task, which you're about to see, which I'm surrounded by various tools. All the movements that I'm doing are aligned to music that's playing. It's not the music you're hearing for the fundamental reason that copyright issues. So I created this music in order to have a sound space for this experience. Yep. Each exercise I'm doing, for example, the tapping right there on the upper body, is everything's got a purpose in releasing tension in the muscles, releasing tension in the mind, releasing tension in the heart, allowing the system to become open, relaxed, and alert. That's my foundational approach and practice for life and art making. From here, as you can see now from the top view, I allow myself by surrendering, in a profound sense of surrender to the flow, which is a state of harmony which I describe when body, heart, and mind are aligned in such a way to not hold any resistance to the intuitive guidance that comes through the system. So whether it's creating my life or the art, and whatever tool is in my hand, this same universal technique, which I've been training my whole life towards, is how I create the work and how I create the life, every aspect of the dimensions. And right now I'm tapping, essentially, musically, like percussive to sound. It's just another modality. I use drum circles often when I'm teaching this with others or participating and collaborating with others into a group alignment process. Now I'm entering back into the state. I've picked up a brush and I'm riding that flow. And that flow is a beautiful grace where you just feel effortless action. There's joy, there's inspiration, there's sparks. It's the juiciness of creativity, which I describe sometimes esoterically, depending on who I'm speaking with, even refer to it as a divine intelligence or a higher intelligence, for which the entire structure of life perhaps is foundational to, and it has access to. And therefore, these flow line face exercises, for which you're seeing, is my active meditation and simultaneously my personal soul expression. In fact, the very first exhibition I had and designed was called Soul Shop, and it was just thousands of faces and and I see them as essentially reflections in the mirror, portraits of one's energy, or the non-form structure of the person, the deeper dimension of that person or of humanity. And by surrendering and relaxing, for some reason, and this was something I discovered early in my journey, early 20s, maybe even late teens, I'm not exactly sure right now, but when I would surrender into this flow state, most of the time, a face would come. I always found that fascinating, and no two are ever alike. And there's always a very personal experience that is quite profound, oriented with each one. And there have been countless thousands upon thousands. It is a deep meditation, and sometimes they are created in a single brushstroke, and sometimes they have more complexity to them. In all forms and fashions, it's a continuation of exploration and experimentation, always guided by intuition, liberated from the practice of love and truth.